one thing I just thought that I could show everyone is, as I had mentioned in my previous video on cleaning a aquarium, when you change the water, you want to make sure you put the water conditioner in. Treat the new water in the new container, not in the tank. And then you put this in. And this new thing that I got in the mail when I recently changed the water, like earlier, about like an hour ago, I changed the water. I put this in it. From what I read online, it got amazing reviews and everyone loved it. If you have a sick fish, no matter what they have, whether it's a bacterial infection, it's a virus, no matter what it is, ick, anything. If you look on the back, it tells you what it treats. All these different kinds of fish diseases. This is, from what I've read, it works amazing. I'm trying it today. And I put this also in with the conditioner and the night out to remove ammonia, hoping that helps out my ammonia reading. And I put this in also. This, like I said, I heard it works great. I don't know, I haven't used it long enough yet. And even if you don't have any diseases with your fish, it's a preventative too. It doesn't say it here, but I read it online, so it's a preventative. You can use it to prevent, even if, like I said, your fish aren't sick at all. It just tells you how to use it. If you follow instructions well, then you shouldn't have any problems. It says it may mess with your filter. You're supposed to take the charcoal out of the filter. I didn't bother doing that for the simple fact that this is the first time I'm treating the tank, so if it ruins the filter, that's okay. Not a problem. I have more filters right there. But they only say remove the filter because it removes the medication, so I want to start out slow since it's my first time using it. So if it removes the medication, that's fine through the filter. I just want them to get the medication through the water anyway. So I put this in, and it's like a teaspoon, I believe. Yeah, a teaspoon. It's dark, dark, dark green, blue-green, and it'll freak you out when you first open it because it turns the water blue. And you can kind of see it now, but not so much. When you treat the water in a separate container, your whole container turns blue. Not the actual container, but the water turns blue. And that's the medication, so that if you see that, that's what you're supposed to be saying. So just wanted to add that, because I don't know if anyone knew about that. Malachite green that treats very well from what I hear. And I've also put the aquarium salt in. Now, I used something recently, I picked it up, it's a fish food called Preventative. Ultimately, you can use fish flakes for your fish, that's perfectly fine. I like to use this because if they're starting to get sick or anything and losing an appetite, this has something in it that piques their appetite, so if they're getting sick, they can bounce back really fast from it. So I use a lot of preventative measures between the aquarium salt, the malachite green, and this. Hopefully they should be healthy for a while. So I haven't fed them today. I've been overfeeding them lately, so I kind of waited. So I'm going to feed them now. It's pretty funny watching them eat too, because they're little pellets, and like I said, it's great for the digestion, and if they're not having an appetite, it's supposed to help them out. So I put maybe 7 or 8 pellets in there. There's 6 fish, so I figure, they said a pellet each fish is good. So I just put some pellets in there. Oh wow, he usually doesn't want to eat. See, that's my point. Like, he usually doesn't want to eat. Now he's going for every pellet that I put in there. So that's good. So I'm glad he's eating. And the other fish, now we're going for them. They're sinking pellets, which is another thing I like about them. If you have a sick fish, a lot of times they stay at the bottom of the tank. And by having sinking pellets, the food will always get to the fish. And it falls on the gravel, and they'll come around, and they'll take it out of the gravel and eat it. I really do love that fish food. It works great. So if you have a couple $100 you want to blow, you can get an aquarium set up. And it's pretty worth it. Ultimately, when I first got this fish right here, I had accidentally dropped him on the floor during a water change because you're supposed to leave the fish in the tank, but I needed to move him for some reason. I forgot. And I dropped him on the floor and I almost had a heart attack. And I put him back in the tank. He was a little shaken, but he's fine. He's swimming around. So this fish is one of the first ones I had. This platy right here. And then I had him at the same time, this orange one. And then recently added the rest. I love the fact that they're like blue, neon blue. They're pretty. The water conditioner adds color to their coat, so that's that pretty much. Oh, and sometimes I will feed them dried bloodworms. It's almost like a treat for fish. Maybe once or twice a week you can give them some bloodworms. They seem to like it. And oh, he's going in the hut. My daughter gets so happy and screams and laughs every time he goes in the hut. I didn't think he'd ever use it. But, yep. That's everything.